One.
Well, I'm really excited today. It is Women's History Month, and we have a trailblazer with us today. We have Miss Debert Cook from the African American Golfers Digest. She is one of the Black Golf Alliance business affiliate partners, and she's just a dynamic person. Before I ask Debert any questions, I just want to briefly say how I met Debert. I met Debert, I guess, about 16 years ago. And congratulations, the Digest just is celebrating 18 years. So that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
But I met her about 16 years ago. And when I met her, we were starting out the Bogey Boys Golf Club, and she was so supportive and she informative. She was available, gave us great information. And from somebody with that type of platform, with the magazine and all the connections she had, it really was instrumental to us. And we were able to go with her to Orlando. We've done a tournament together when we were in Orlando, and it's just really been a great friendship, I would say, that has grown over the past 16 years. So I just wanted to say that personally, I've always admired you and your work. I think you've always done phenomenal work. And I just, I've always been in awe of what you've been able to get done and some of the things that you've accomplished with the Digest and just in personal life. And I just want to first thank you for that as we were getting started with this podcast. So, Debert, tell us a little bit about the Digest, about the African American Golfers Digest.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Al. Well, Dr. Quarles, and congratulations on your Dr. Quarles. It's
Thank you
been a
so
long
much.
time. We've been great friends, and I'm so glad everything you're doing that's blossoming, and it's just impeccable what work you're accomplishing and with your organization and the members. I'm just so pleased to see everything go full circle like that, just like you planned it. I'm sure you've had some bumps in the road too, but
Yes,
it's been good. You've been doing a great job.
thank you.
That's what we
Thank you
do
so much.
here at the magazine. Again, it's 18 years, and thank you for that, celebrating that for March. And we've been just taking care of business, making sure we feature and profile some of golf's finest players that don't get the recognition they deserve. So that's what our publication does, and we try to keep moving that forward. There's a lot of nice young players coming on, and we look forward to what they're doing and the Advocates Tour, and we try to capture every bit of it that we can because we know that they're not be seen and shown in other publications or something to meet a quota or something to put in their diversity profile portfolio to show that they're doing diversity. For with us, Black History Month is 12 months of the year. Women's History Month, we celebrate women all year long. And in fact, our publication, as you know, is a double issue, and we always put a woman on one side and a guy on the other side. And that's
Absolutely.
because I have strongly believed in balancing the editorial. There's a lot of good information out there, and we're happy to bring it to the readers.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So what are some of the sections of your magazine? What are some of the things that you have in there?
Of course, our pro shop, our equipment review, our destination review is very popular, where
Mhm.
we showcase destinations around the world, resorts
Absolutely.
and hotels, and we tie that in with a lot of the trips that we do too for our readers to countries and golf courses around the world. We also have a golfer profile section, real popular, and our teens tee, which helps profile young people that are in the game of golf, the sports side, and just the lifestyle side. So those are some of the important sections of the magazine, and of course our news section that
Mhm.
carries the golf news and tournaments.
That's great. I know that you've done a lot of, you had mentioned trips. I know that you've done a lot of great trips. I've always wanted to go on that Martha's Vineyard trip. I was never able to get on that. But now, I mean, in addition to cruises and things like that, you're running trips to Ghana, to
Oh yeah,
Africa?
we do a Ghana trip every year. Every year we do a Ghana trip. This coming year it'll be in November, and we go up and down the coast from Accra to Cape Coast, visit the slave castles, play 3 golf courses
Wow.
along the way, and some people put in an extra 2 courses. So there's a lot of activity with our trips, and we get 50% of our travelers are non-golfers, a matter of fact.
Wow.
So those are open to everyone, whether you golf or not.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I think that you've brought people together for a long time. I remember at the big show, the PGA show in Orlando, you hosted the diversity pavilion, and you had a wide array of us there, able to kind of mix mingle. You even had me on the golf channel. You remember we did the interviews with the golf
I
channel and
remember.
done some really
Yeah.
great stuff. You've been out in the forefront for a long time, so that's really really great stuff. You also are doing something with internships at the digest.
Yeah, we do. Our young people tie into the publication in a number of ways. The high schoolers, they even write, they'll do some articles and send them in, and we'll have our editing team go through it. And that way they can have published articles to show for projects they're working on. And our high school students, they use them internships to help with their scholarship applications for when they're applying to colleges. They
I
get
love it.
articles, and we'll put those in for them, and they'll be able to showcase that in their applications for college. So we do offer those to young people. Usually they come into us about age 15 to 24.
Mhm. That's great. That's great stuff. Who are some of the people that have influenced you, or that you've been able to meet along your journey over the past 18 years in this game? Who are some of the people that really have influenced you, or just kind of made an impact?
Yeah, for sure. It would be my good friend Renee Powell. She's
Mm,
always influenced me to be the best I can be. And when I look at her life and talk to her, I grew up in Ohio, so her course is right there in
mm,
East Canton, which was about an hour from my home. So
mhm,
when I go home to visit my mom, I try to stop by and see Renee too. And just listening to her story and what her family has gone through, and to see the results of a course that started as a 9-hole golf course with the seeds put in by hand by her father, the late William Powell. I know that if Renee can come through all of that and all the discrimination and things she does not even really share with people about being on the tour when she played on the LPGA tour. Some of those stories are starting to come out now as
mhm,
she's getting older, and she wants to really let people know the things that she hadn't shared before she's starting to share. And it's
mhm,
just amazing that she still has the stamina and the love for this game that she does after all she's been through. So she's one of my true sheroes. And the other would be Charlie Sifford. I
mm.
met him a year after I started the publication. Called me up on the phone. Sound like he was chomping on a cigar while he was talking.
He was. He was.
And he invited me out to his home because he lives in Ohio too. He was there when he was alive, and I stopped by his place, and it was amazing just
Wow.
to be escorted down to the basement of his home to see
Wow.
all the trophies that he had
Wow.
won. I was like, oh my God, I was just so blown away. So those
Wow.
are two special people that have influenced my life at the publication.
That's awesome. That's really 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 great stuff. We're big fans of the Sifford family. Chris has been instrumental in getting us, helping to get us where we are, and just working with us just from the outside. Chris Sifford is a dynamic guy, and he's been a big help and influence in connecting us with that family, and
Mhm.
making it a personal connection. So that's great. That's great to know. What do you think that we need more of in order to get our young players, a lot of that you feature, and from the young ones on up to what I like to call the young guns, or the aspiring professionals or the young professionals? What do you think we need more of as a community to get them on the elite level where they need to be, where they can really compete?
Well, I think we have an instrument right now, and that would be the Advocates Pro Tour. I know they start the guys a little older. So for the
Hmm.
younger people, I would say they definitely need to be taken by the hand. They need mentors. They need golf trainers who are willing to volunteer their time. I know that's a very tough word for them because they've sacrificed so much to become a pro
Hmm.
trainer and
Yeah.
an instructor with and certified and all that stuff. But our young people, a lot of times, the best talent are the kids who really have nothing, but they can swing that club and they're quick learners. So if they could just get exposure to a good mentor in the game to help hold their hand and bring them along the way, along with being able to be sponsored to some of the golf academies, that would
Hmm.
make a big difference for them in the summertime and during the special seasons when they have the training available. If you could just sponsor a young person to go to one of the camps and to get professional training, that would be a big thing for them, because a lot of them as young people have not been exposed to a lot of sides of the game. They've been on the course, but it's usually been either with some of the members of the first tee or with their
Hmm.
dad or mom or uncle. But if they could get exposure like that, that would help broaden their horizons and let them really see what this whole sport is about and how it could fit into their lives, not only academically with scholarships and being prepared to attend college on a full ride scholarship, to even maybe playing pro or other options, many which are available in the sector for careers in their industry. They could work in the golf industry, everything from a clubhouse, working at the clubhouse, managing it. We just had Melania Dolch, who became the first woman to general manage a golf
I
club.
saw that. I
So
saw that.
things like that, exposure is what our young people need.
That's great.
Exposure.
That's great. I think that's good insight. You put out some great information like that you just mentioned. I see you post and do some great things. How many subscribers do you have at the Digest currently?
Our last count, we have 64,000, and the magazine circulates 4 times among our readers. We print 20,000 copies. So that's 80,000 readers that we reach on the print side. On social media, we're looking at 1.5, and that's over like 3 months' time. So our
So,
numbers are growing. We're still considered a very niche publication, but the numbers are people who are really interested in the game. That's who we
mhm.
reach.
So how do we get some of our members and followers and folks listening to this podcast to sign up? What's the easiest way for folks to sign up?
Oh, that's an easy question. Just go to AfricanAmericanGolfersDigest.com, and right at the top, you'll see subscribe. In fact, all over the page, you'll see subscribe. So it's easy.
Excellent.
Just click one of those subscribe buttons and you'll be hooked in.
Excellent. There's a lot of great features on there. I check in frequently. I was on your website the other day, and you even have a new feature with Otis Griffin, the golf nerd, a good friend of ours, who you sent
Yeah.
out, and he was able to do some on-site correspondence, and so it's just some great stuff you have going on. You really keep us all included, and it's really an inclusive feel with the Digest. Some of my groups have been in print a few times, and I just can't thank you enough. I think that you're really doing a wonderful thing, and once again, I'm really pleased that you're part of this venture that we're doing.
Thank
Ro, you have
you.
any questions for Debert?
Yes, let me jump in here. Hey, Debert, it's really great to get an opportunity to meet you, and I'm just sitting back and really enjoying this podcast because I do a Black Junior golf podcast, and Al, you've asked some great questions, and Debert, you gave some great feedback. I guess the question that I would have for you, Debert, is do y'all have any junior sections in your publication to showcase any top juniors across the country?
We have what's called our Teens Tea. We use that to feature young people, boys and girls, who are teenagers and doing things in golf, either significant or what people might consider, why are they featuring that person? It's because every golfer is important. You love the game, you can help grow the game, you're keeping yourself healthy and fit. So we publish people that have won tournaments, young people that are part of the first tee, people that are part of golfing across the country and doing sports competitions, to people out there with their dad and their mom. And that's our Teens Tea section.
Beautiful. And I'll be at the Mac Champ Invitational next Thursday. Are y'all doing any coverage with that, Debert?
Yeah, we'll be covering it for sure. Yeah, we love Champ too. We love him.
Beautiful. Well, that's it.
Great stuff. Great. So anything else that you would like to talk about, Debert, you think we may have missed, or you just want to share with the listeners?
Yeah, the African American Golf Expo and Forum that's coming up in Atlanta
Yes.
at the Marriott Hilton. It's going to be this coming November, and it'll be for 4. I know we changed the date because of COVID. It's on our website too, so people can register now. You can register now. There's going to be a golf tournament, a clinic, and it's going to be 4 full days of networking with the Big Golf Expo, and it's in Marietta, Georgia, right outside.
I believe they moved it back. I believe it was in August.
August. Yeah.
I just made note for myself to book my room.
24 August. Yeah.
I'll be there. We're excited.
Cool.
And it's going to be great. Looking forward to seeing you there. But we just want to thank you again. And I know I'm jealous because you have a beautiful home in Ghana, and I saw the pictures and I was just like, wow. When I grow up, you know what I mean? I want to be like you, Debert. Keep doing great things, and if there's anything we can do to support you, please let us know. Because you've been so supportive to us, and just wanted to thank you. And you have a great day, and we'll get this out to everybody so that they can see it.
Thank you, Al. Be safe. Thanks, Ro.
Absolutely. You have a great one.
Thank you, Debert. Appreciate you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.